What's going on? Thralls 14 back again for another video. Today we have week 2 of the PMC. We are looking to bounce back after our week 1 very disappointing loss. So it's very important that we get the win. We don't want to be 0-2 in especially such a good league. So this week we're up against the Detroit Solgaleos, which is Roshan, and obviously looking at this, it is an in-division match, a divisional match, so these are always a lot more important as well. So we have to be on our game and we have to beat him. So when you're looking at his team, he has a Clefable, Salamence, Galvantula, Amoonguss, Blastoise, Golurk, Cresselia, Emboar, Floatzel, Exploud, and Metagross. So when I was looking through his team, the one thing I noticed is it is quite passive. In his week 1 game against Narth, he actually did have a very good win, but it was just a bit of a stall fest. So I thought if I could beat offense against defense, I'm a pretty good chance. As I have, and when you see my team builder in a sec, you'll see that I have a lot of really good mons to kind of take down his walls. But then again, I've got to watch out for Salamence and things like Exploud that do hit pretty hard. And obviously Galvantula, the sticky webs can slow down my team and let the walls kind of get off their toxics and stuff onto me, which I want to hit them first. So we'll get into the team builder right away. So the first mon is our Haunter. So a bit of a surprise, I guess, but if you look at his team, we'll go back. Haunter hits his walls very, very hard. So we have the Sludge Bomb for the Clefable. We have Shadow Ball for Golurk and Krez. We got Psychic for Amoonguss, and Hidden Power Fighting for the Aggron and Exploud. So if we predict well, nothing is really switching into this well. We got the Shadow Ball Stab, which will hit really hard. So it's a max special attack, enough speed to outspeed what I need, and a little bit of HP, but that's not going to matter because obviously with 45 HP it's not leaving just about any hit at all. So it's just going to be an all-out attacker for us. We've got 4 really good moves that hits all of his team hard. So I think Haunter can play a massive role for us this week. Obviously it can hit the Krez really hard too, and the Clefable, which are 2 mons that are pretty scary to my team. Next Pokemon, if it will switch over, is Honchkrow. So another mon that you probably wouldn't have been expecting, but this set actually has the potential to hit this team really hard. So we're going with the Choice Scarf Moxie set, as if we do have the bird around for late game, it can hit really nice. And even at the start of the game, nothing switches into it very well at all, except probably Mega Aggro, and even with superpowers not doing that much, so we've got to be careful of that. But again, we got the Night Slash for the Krez and Golurk, and Brave Bird for the Amoonguss, and it's hitting the Clef hard again. So his walls don't appreciate switching into this. We got max attack, Jolly set, enough speed again to outspeed with Scarf his whole team. So I think that's really important. Honchkrow and Haunter, obviously they're very situational. They could come to this game and do nothing at all, but they also have potential to actually put in a lot of work. So I'm very interested to see how those 2 mons go. Adios. So this mon I expect to do a lot of work. So we're packing a max special attack, and the speed, it might look a bit weird that it's not max when it's pretty much max, but this ensures that we outspeed the Galvantula, because obviously I don't want to be taking a Bug Buzz, and I can get a Psyshock off on it, or a Dragon Pulse, and just a little bit in HP. So the move set Dragon Ball, we got Shadow Ball for the Krez, and Psyshock for the Amoonguss again. We got Toxic to whittle down some of his walls, and Dragon Pulse with the Dragonium Z for obviously added attack. So that's going to hit really hard. Obviously, again, we outspeed Salamence if it's not scarfed, and we hit everything extremely hard. This set is walled by Mega Aggron though, if he is a special set, so we've got to be careful of that. The next Pokemon we have is Infernape, if it works. There we go. So this set's pretty weird set again. We got our Stealth Rocks up as I want it to kind of whittle down his walls every time they switch in again. And it's good for Salamence, taking in 25 every time it comes in. We got Fire Blast this week because of the Mega Aggron. It actually can OHKO it if it is physically defensive from just about any range. Well, he's not going to be wanting to switch in the Aggron, I should say. And we got an Expert Belt to hit stuff like the Aggron again extremely hard. We got Gunk Shot for the Clefable, got Stone Edge for the Salamence, and then we got Gunk Shot just to hit some things hard as well. So I think this set will do really well. We got obviously mixed, got a little bit in HP, again enough speed to outspeed the Salamence, because obviously we don't want to be taking hits from that, and we can get a Stone Edge off on that. And we got, just a little bit of investment, and we're going to hit extremely hard with this set. This set has the potential as well to do a lot of work. The next Pokemon we have is our Mega Scizor. So this set is a lot different to what I normally run. We got a fast Scizor, with U-turn, so we can U-turn out from his switches in. We got enough speed so we can outspeed the Clefable. So I pretty much did that because I don't want to be taking a fire move from it just in case he's packing coverage. And Iron Head will do a heck of a lot to it. And then I got some setup too, as I could Swords Dance Superpower, maybe the Mega Aggron, and get a Swords Dance U-turn off. It's going to hit something extremely hard, like the Krez, and then Iron Head as well for stab. So I didn't really need a bulky set, as it takes hits from a lot of things, and Krez is so passive, and some of his other mons that they weren't, like Hidden Power Fire, and that won't be doing much to us anyway. So yeah, that's that mon. The next mon, our last mon, is our Vaporeon. So I'm pretty scared of the Clef kind of setting up on us, because once it sets up, it's really hard to take down, obviously. So we've got Roar, so we can roar it out, and then we're max special defense and max HP. So this set takes on a lot of his team, obviously Blastoise, even Amoonguss, even with Giga Drain's not doing that much. Krez, I can roar that out if it's set up as well. It can take hits from Floatzel, even though it is specially defensive, and Exploud as well, because Exploud can run through my team with the right set. So Boom Burst won't be doing much at all, and obviously Mega Aggron can't really touch me that much either. So this set's really one of my defensive pivots, so I can switch into this if I'm in trouble. We got pretty offensive Latios and Infernape and Scizor, and also Haunter and Honchkrow. So it's a very, very offensive team with our one defensive mon that switches into a lot of things on his team. So yeah, it's going to be either a really quick game on my terms with my style, or a very long game with his kind of stalling me out. So yeah, we got to play it on our terms, or we can't go toe to toe defensively with his team, as stuff like Clef, Amoonguss and Cresselia are just too good. So yeah, we just need to hit him with as much offense as we can, and if we can do that, I'm pretty confident we can get the W. So yeah, that's the team builder. Hopefully some of my sets work. They are pretty out there, so yeah, we'll see if we get the win. We'll get into the battle now. Battle, guys. So he bought Cresselia. He didn't bring the Clefable, which I was so happy about. So he bought Galvantula. So we don't have any hazard removal, so we really need to kind of, when that comes in, we really need to kind of get a mon that can set up maybe his Honchkrow or something like that. So webs won't really affect us. But in saying that, we got Haunter, Honchkrow and Latios that aren't affected by webs. He's got Emboar, he's got the Mega Aggron, which I think I got enough for, so that shouldn't be a problem. Salamence and Floatzel are probably the two main threats to my team. Pardon me. Floatzel actually can put in a lot of work. When you look, if he has ice coverage, waterfall and ice kind of, except I got Vaporeon and I guess Scizor as well. And Salamence, we've got to take that out as soon as we can. So we'll get into the battle. So we'll start it off. I lead off with Infernape and he leads off with Cresselia. So obviously that's not a very good matchup for us. So I don't expect him to go for a Moonblast because of our fire typing. I expect him to go for a Psychic type move. So I set up my rocks as he goes through Hidden Power. I did that because I thought I could take whatever hit that Krez wanted to kind of throw at me. So I thought get up my rocks and then switch out. And yeah, as I said, I'm not expecting a fairy move, so I can I go into Honchkrow as he goes to the Psychic move. It was a kind of risky switch if he did predict something coming in with the fairy move, but yeah, we expected him not to go for that. So we go for a Night Slash. Gets a crit because obviously it's high crit rate. Goes through Moonblast, and because it's so passive it doesn't do that much. So now he switches into the Galvantula, which was a really weird switch. I didn't really understand that, but so I take out the Galvantula without him getting webs up, which was really good for me. So we got the attack boost, but because Mega Aggron comes in and we are Scarf, Night Slash isn't doing that much to it, because obviously it's so bulky on the physically defensive side. So we go into our Vaporeon. He sets up his own rocks here, so that's probably not ideal for us, but it's not the end of the world. So we go for a Scald, because nothing really appreciates a burn. We get the burn, but he's got lefties, and he just survives on 1%. So here I was thinking he was going to go for a Moonlight, and as he's probably faster than me, I thought I'd just go for a Roar, hoping to maybe get the Salamence or Emboar to come in to take rocks damage. So we let him get back to HP, but when it comes in back on rocks and burn, it's not going to be that useful for him. So it's great that we get the Salamence in. So obviously max HP Vaporeon, depending on his set, can kind of take it on one-on-one. He goes to the Dragon Claw. I go for a Roar here, because I didn't want to risk going for the Scald and not getting the burn. So yeah, that was kind of why. And then now Emboar comes in and takes rock damage. So here I don't really have a switch in at all, so unfortunately I have to sack off Vaporeon, but it's done its job getting Salamence in on rocks. So here I go into my Infernape, because I know I've got Stone Edge, which can KO it. And obviously, because I'm not locked into a move here, I didn't want to go for a Gunk Shot or Stone Edge because of the miss, and I had Fire Blast as well, so I kind of just had to pick one. I couldn't go for Stone Edge because it didn't kill. Gunk Shot, I don't know if that was going to kill either, so I had to go for the Fire Blast and had to hit it. And luckily enough we do. So that's the Creds down, which is really good. Opens it up for a few of my mons to kind of sweep now. He goes into Floatzel. Before this match, I didn't really know much about the Floatzel at all. I haven't really seen it in League format, so it is extremely fast. It does outspeed the Infernape, so I did have to switch out. I think I went out into Scizor. Yeah, I did. And I'm not Mega Evolved, so he goes through a Power Up Punch. Right here, I'm thinking I'm in a really bad spot here, as he can outspeed pretty much everything, and I'm pretty sure it does pack Aqua Jet as well, so I was really frightened here. But luckily he switches out. So I'll just get a U-turn off here, get some momentum, get my Mega off, get some momentum. I go into Infernape, and as we know, I've got the Fire Blast here for it. So he's obviously expecting some fire move, so he switches out into his Emboar. The Emboar's not going to appreciate this Fire Blast. It takes 26, so it does take it quite well. And I didn't want to risk Scarf, so I switched out into my Mega Scizor, pretty much sacking it off. Pardon me, sorry, I'm sick still. So I go off into my Haunter here. As obviously he switched moves, we know he's not Scarfed. Oh no, sorry, we didn't not know that he was Scarfed, but we didn't think he was, so we get the Shadow Ball off, and obviously that's going to kill from that range easily. So here, I do have Hidden Power Fighting, but honestly I thought Shadow Ball was just going to do as much, so I just went for a Shadow Ball here for damage. and it does 51%. And obviously I'm not going to take any hit at all. Obviously he can't earthquake me, but he's probably packing coverage, which he is. So here I really need to hit this Fire Blast or I'm in trouble. So luckily enough I do. So here he goes into the Floatzel, and again we can't take a hit, so we have to just sack Infernape off. Unfortunately, it did so much this game, and I'm really happy with that. We connected with all our Fire Blasts, and it put us in a really good position. So here again, I was expecting him to have ice coverage, so yeah, I was hoping that we could live. Obviously, we have no investment defensively. Sorry guys, I've had to pause this video a few times because my throat's so sore, but we're going to get through it. So here, I wasn't sure on his investment, so I didn't know if the Dragon Pulse was going to kill, so... And obviously, if the Salamence wasn't scarfed, I could come in and kill that with Dragon Pulse from the range. It was coming in at about 50%, so I'll go for the Z move here. He goes to the Ice Punch, and I luckily live or I would have lost, so... Thank God, we get off a devastating Drake, and we are obviously able to KO it from that range. So here, if he was Scarf Salamence, we'd have to go for a Sucker Punch, and it'd be a really close kind of call to see. We are max attack, so it probably was a good chance, depending on his investment, to kill. But luckily enough, he is not Choice Scarfed, and we get the win. So it was a close game. GG to Roshan. It was such a good game. All our sets pretty much worked. Vaporeon was a nice defensive pivot when we were under pressure. Haunter put a lot of pressure on his team. Infernape did really well. Honchkrow was good at the start. Mega Scizor didn't do that much, but it was a good kind of threat to have. And Latios is always a good mon. So yeah, I'm really happy to get the win. We start off our campaign. We are now 1-1. We got Trev next week, who is an extremely good battler, so we're going to be tested to the limits there, but I think we can get the win if we play our best. And if we win that, we can be 2-1 and looking back on track. So after a very disappointing week 1, we have got the job done against Roshan. We played it on our terms, 22 turns, fast game, fast-paced game. That's what we wanted. We didn't want to stall fest, so... Yeah, again, GG to him, and yeah, hopefully we